Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
Should be quick. This usually works.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Where'd you learn that? Whatever works.
I'm on it.
That wasn't bad.
It's on. You kissed the mother with that mouth? They're mine.
I'm gonna get you for that.
You've attracted some unwanted attention from the Fallen. Need it.
I usually prefer quiet entrance.
You were too weak for this. This shall be of great help.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let me help.
Danke. Not enough, runt.
Oh, I almost feel bad, losers. Almost. They must be getting desperate.
Looks like they still want a piece.
We can all join Lilith together.
Hope this helps.
You had your chance to escape. Size does not always equal strength.
Let's do this. Your mother. Get some. I think you Got him.
Payback's gonna be fun.
You don't see me running. I might need some help here. This should be good.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Feeling strong today. They need help over there.
Not lost focus yet. A pathetic attempt at intimidation.
Your mother abandoned
All right, time to really apply myself here.
You have it. I'll put this to good use. About time.
Well, that's interesting.
Time.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Hopefully they learned their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
Book club tonight. You in?
Meet you there.
Let's get moving.
I liked this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
Always memorable when you get to bust up some ghouls in Manhattan.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Everyone ready to kick this off?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
this book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Cree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Cree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom represents the range of a fortress. The harvest happens when enemies enter that range.
That's one vital part. You're right, the bloom can represent overlapping fields of fire, but it's more than one concept. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the Cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
If your enemy knows how you will act, they can prepare.
Certainly, for other spacefaring empires. But most worlds had no idea the Kree existed until the invasion was underway. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's Book Club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
I can't wait to see how this goes.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
So why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
The Kree never conquered this planet. Neither will my mother.
Exactly. Reputation makes you seem bigger than you are. We can hit them anywhere at any time. You can bet this adds to our own reputation. And that's how we defeat our enemy. As long as we're still standing, they're gonna fall.
Okay, just between us, Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I could not stand it.
I wouldn't go that far, but it was not something I'd ever grab off the shelf.
I would go that far.
Fair enough. You know what you like.
You cannot let her know what you really think.
Really? I don't care to lie, especially to someone I'm into.
You do not need to lie, but you can deflect. Just do not offer your unvarnished opinion.
I don't know. She seems to respect people who are upfront with her.
Why take that risk?
Maybe you're right. Thanks, Hunter.
Of course.
You leaving?
That is it for me.
Later then. Great choice, Carol. Good meeting.
I'm glad you liked the book.
Yeah, it was different.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
You know, when I first heard about Lilith and her apocalypse, I was skeptical that a resurrected half-demon warrior from the 17th century was going to be our best shot at beating her forces of darkness back.
And now?
Nico and company made the right call when they raised you from the dead, because I'm pretty sure you're the one who's going to save the day.
I'm not going to save the day alone. We all are, as a team.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You know how to lead a team in the right direction.
To be honest, I feel more comfortable taking orders than giving them. I have always been a soldier, a weapon, if you will, for others to wield.
We all have to start somewhere. When I enlisted, I was 90 pounds soaking wet. A light breeze would have knocked me over. Not what you call captain material. But I didn't give up. And I won't let you either.
Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my stories. I look forward to researching this artifact further.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Cross your fingers. Genius inventor strikes again. Later.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Bye.
I want to talk to you about Steve.
Uh-oh. What did he do?
Huh? Nothing. I actually like him.
But you do not like anybody.
That is true. But even I'm allowed to be surprised by people sometimes.
What do you find surprising about Steve?
Even when he barely knew us sons, he stood up for us. Can't say I ever had that on my bingo card. I told him he doesn't act like a boomer, despite the giant American flag on his chest. He laughed, so we're good. He's one of the good ones. Just don't go around telling everyone.
Hydra's mystics are trying to open one of those rifts. It probably goes without saying, but we can't have them summoning abominations from the other side.
Still coming for me. That's a neat trick. You asked for it. Crude, but effective. Dibs on the ugly one. That's one hell of a move.
That's one mystic out.
I'm on it.
Mystics are digging deeper, reaching for something to call for.
Payback's gonna be fun. No time to run.
paltry attempt at concealment.
You're really into me today.
We're on top of it. Time to bleed.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
They're mine. Come. Exactly what I needed. Watch close.
The mother protects us.
And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
Now that was something.
Time to shine. You're mine.
Our friend is down.
Looks like they still want a piece. Doesn't look like much to me. Never seen that before. Give the mother my regards in hell. Who's next? These fanatics are always the same.
Not the first time.
I'm impressed.
That's not supposed to hurt.
A blessing.
Not slow me down.
starting to fade fast here.
Behold the light's gift! How invigorating!
Done waiting.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
It's about time.
They're moving.
Bad luck for you.
No pain will shake our loyalty.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I think you got him.
There is no
Lucky shot.
The rift opens.
There's still the prize. A pathetic attempt at intimidation. This message is mine.
No time to hesitate.
Now that was impressive. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Time to slow down.
I need it.
One of ours is down.
Come get it. Is Faustus running some kind of experiment on your face? I think he botched it. If you ain't gonna talk, you won't need that tongue.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
back in the game.
Good for you.
They cannot possibly match your... Now that was something.
Anyone that touches me is going down.
Too weak for this fight.
Never could get used to that. You've got one chance. Let's dance.
Never seen that.
You have not lost interest.
Give an old man a hand.
I am impressed.
Kiss it goodbye. Stay down.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
We've done it.
We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony!
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car!
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Ah, crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change. Hunter, I need a few minutes to myself.
Tony pisses everyone off. It was not personal.
It's not that. He's the same as he... It doesn't matter. I'll be okay. I just need a minute.
Hey boss, any clue why Robbie freaked out about the new gear? Does he hate efficiency?
Come on, Tony. No need to be so harsh.
Oh no, he's the one who started this. All I did was return what he lobbed at me. I'm gonna bring the rest of this gear online. Should help you streamline the process when you and Parker do your thing. I'll have everything up and running in a hot 5, except for the espresso machine.
Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. We don't have much on this saber-tooth guy, but we know he's incredibly dangerous. He's also somewhat predictable.
In what way?
When it comes to a fight, he's extremely aggressive. Our ideas take advantage of that.
What have you cooked up?
The initial prototype uses a tailored pheromone to keep him away. It provokes an intense revulsion we hope will blunt his attacks.
Like a foul scent used to keep animals at bay?
Well put. Our other prototype is... well, we kept it simple. It's part sedative and part itching powder.
To trip him up with a thorn in his paw.
A very distracting thorn at that. Thanks for getting me those components. We're good to go. Time to... Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
We should get started.
You know what? It's just easier if I show you.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What? You looking for a round 2? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
Damn it. What just happened?
everyone was having a bad night.
No, I pushed Robbie too hard. Damn it. I treated him like I used to treat Steve. I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight. I did not think church was your style, Daywalker.
Actually, it's Eric. Eric Brooks from Harlem.
I do not have any other name. It is just Hunter.
Really? I thought you'd have some old formal-sounding name like Benedict or Archibald.
Afraid not. I was born a weapon and raised as one. I'm guessing that is why Caretaker chose to just call me Hunter. She did not want to give me the impression I was allowed to be human.
Well, Sarah isn't exactly known for her warm parenting style. Can't say my mentor was much better. He was hard on me too. Wanted to make sure I survived.
You had a mentor?
I wasn't born this cool. Someone had to teach me. His name was Jamal Afari, a vampire hunter. He gave me the name Blade. He used to take me to church on Sundays when I was a kid. Taught me right from wrong.
Sounds a lot like my childhood with Caretaker. If you could call it a childhood. Except for the church-going part. She was more interested in taking me to the armory.
At least she wanted to make sure you were prepared for the kind of life you were destined to live. He could have killed me, you know. And he would have been within his rights to put me down too. But he didn't. Jamal was the first person to look past the fangs and see my humanity. Trained me to control my darkness so I could become the vampire hunter I am today. I guess what I'm saying is, you deserve that same benefit of doubt. You may be a demon child, but I see the human in you winning.
I would like to extend the same sentiment to you, as a friend.
I don't need it, but I'll take it. It's good to have someone keep you in check.
What happened to this Jamal Afari? Do you still keep in touch?
No, I killed him.
Why? What happened?
He asked too many questions. Just kidding. You keep showing me I can trust you, and maybe I'll tell you the whole story someday. But for now, I just want to let you know you're not all bad, Hunter. Just half bad, and that's good enough for me.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
You are gonna love this. Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? What can I say except you're welcome? It's sometimes I even impress myself.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared.
Hello. Oh. Hey there, Hunter. Startled me there for a sec. Hey, now that you're here, maybe I could get your advice on something?
I would be happy to share any wisdom I may have.
Okay, let's say you suspect your room is, haunted? How would you, handle something like that?
The Abbey is filled with spirits. Might I suggest making peace with whatever specter also occupies your room?
Like, make friends with it?
That is one way of putting it.
I don't think we're talking about a cute little friendly Abbey ghost. At around 3 in the morning, every morning, I wake up to wailing and the stench of what can only be described as a mixture of old socks and eggs that are about 50 years past their expiration date. I looked it up, and the internet said the smell of rotting eggs wasn't just a sign of a regular run-of-the-mill poltergeist, but something, demonic.
Are you sure it is not Dr. Strange?
Now that you mention it, Stephen does practice magic late at night.
Mystery solved, then.
If only there were someone I could hire to exorcise him. Maybe magic? Something tells me she wouldn't mind having one less Avenger living here. Thanks for the talk, Hunter. Let's do it again sometime soon.
I'm ready when you are. Okay, Central. Work your magic. Fascinating info here. And by... Ready for some hero work? If we had some rookies, I'd say send them out for the experience. But I think we're past that.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
Thanks, Hunter.
What is this, an old-timey dance? Awesome! Thanks, Hunter!
I have something for you.
A pair of cozy mittens?
Components for shop class.
Be honest, have I traveled back in time?
No. You sent me a message.
Right. I set those up before the last meeting. And you got one.
So, what should I do with these components?
I can take them.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you hand them over, I can get Tony and Robbie talking again.
And if not?
I'll give them all back. Deal?
Agreed.
No pain, no gain.
New and improved.
Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. Do your thing.
All you have to do is take out that nest mother. Sounds simple enough, right?
Not lost interest.
Do not allow her to distract you.
Is that all?
Prepare yourselves.
I think you got him. Watch close.
Whatever gets the job done. Is that the best you've got?
Prepare yourselves. None will be spared.
Ring hollow. I'm waiting.
Doesn't look like much to me. Feeling strong today.
something.
You will fall.
Anyone that touches me is going down.
Your time is come. You were too weak for this fight. Power of the light.
I'm on it.
I'm impressed. The advantage is mine. Shaken their confidence. Do not seem to be a match for us.
I'll lead. You fight.
You had my complete confidence.
We've done it. Excellent work.
So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I do not like it, but I can live with it.
That's where I'm at, as long as it's just a night. Alright, let's do this.
Lead the way.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
I am ready.
That's all?
Yes. When do we start?
As soon as you want. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle. Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self, can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes. You and Lilith. With the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
Not knowing was the hardest part of my return. I feel better.
Good. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
Sarah thinks it may be significant. She will do some digging.
Good. We're onto something. Maybe we'll figure out what.
But not tonight.
All right. You taking off?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
No demons to report here, boss.
Why do you have so much money?
Is a reconstituted revenant about to hit me up for cash, or...?
I mean, what is the point of having so much?
Oh, you aren't kidding. Concept of billionaire didn't exist back then, huh? What's the best way to put this? Money isn't everything, but it's a lot of things. It gets you access and greases the wheels. If you want to make big changes, money is a necessary evil.
Sounds like you have made peace with it.
Of course not. I do useful things with my money. Most billionaires sit on their wealth so they can become even bigger billionaires. Or worse, they toy with vanity projects so they can lob cars at Venus or write their names across the entire surface of Australia. You know, standard rich idiot nonsense. They never bother to ask, am I making the world better for everyone or just myself? Or worse, they do, and they just don't care. But that's fine. Makes it easier to schedule them for a hostile takeover. You know I have hundreds of these, right?
Hello, my sweet girl.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Take a picture for Superlink? He follows it.
You truly are a soldier of the finest order.
You are truly too kind.
We've talked about my claws, but do you know how they work?
I've seen them come out of your hands. They are shiny.
The shiny is called adamantium.
I have never heard of it before.
It's essentially a substance used to make people into weapons.
That does not sound good at all.
What, the claws popping out? That's been happening ever since I could grow a beard. The adamantium came much later.
Someone had to coat them.
Bingo. Now that hurt. Doctor fused the material all over my skeleton, made my claws into weapons, turned me into something less human.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Well, they got what they deserved, and now I've got shiny bones. Gotta see the silver lining. Don't get me wrong, the claws are a part of me. Never hated them.
I'm still recovering from that.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
What have you got for me, boss? Cross your fingers. How's that for quality workmanship? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
I can feel the mystical energy growing. I have a few theories on who sent those soulless after us and Blaze.
Sounds like I missed an interesting encounter with Johnny Blaze.
Are you just gonna stand there?
You wanted to see me?
You won't believe this, but we did it.
Did what?
Remember that first account of Lilin corruption I found in the Book of Thoth?
You mean the story of the ancient pharaoh who was struck down with corruption and the traveling light worker who purified him?
That's the one.
Of course I remember.
Well, Magic and I finally transcribed the incantation the Lightworker used. And I'm pretty sure we can use it to finally remove your Psycho Mom's corruption of Rwanda.
I have to say, I am impressed.
You mean that?
Yes, I do.
Thanks, Hunter. That means a lot coming from you. But before you heap on the praise, there's something I should tell you. Full disclosure, the reason the Lightworker died was because he had to take on all that dark energy into his body, and he just couldn't handle it. I tried finding a workaround, but all the texts on Chaos Magic said the same thing. Corruption can't be destroyed. It has to go somewhere or to, somebody. So whoever removes it from Wanda will also have to absorb it.
You are one of the bravest soldiers I have ever met.
I am?
To sacrifice your life for a beloved friend, there is no greater honor.
I appreciate the sentiment, Hunter, but I'm not sacrificing myself. I may be a badass witch, but I'm not bad enough to handle your mother's toxic energy. But you are. So, welcome on board, Hunter.
When is this happening?
As soon as we break back into Banner's lab. Oh, and just one more thing, so listen up because it's kinda crucial. I'm gonna need you to memorize the incantation and recite it verbatim when you see Wanda in his lab. It's the only way to subdue her. It goes... Ego sum tenebris et venunt in domum suam iubet dominus. Ego sum tenebris domum domini praecepta ior. Think you can remember that, Hunter?
It looks like I have quite a bit of preparation ahead of me.
That's why you're my favorite demon. You need to memorize those lines as if your own life depends on it. Because it just might. Remember to study your lines, Hunter, because you do not want to screw this up.
Hunter, I've got a theory. Wanna hear it? My theory is that it's underappreciated work to be an awesome badass loner. I mean, did you see what happened when Blaze read the parchment aloud? That was an act of mad genius.
He definitely destroyed a lot of Solus. I can give him that.
Oh my god, really? The man unleashes the apocalypse on the forces of evil, and the most you can give him is an attaboy. Tough crowd.
After all that, we still do not have the parchment. Without it, we cannot destroy it.
Here's the thing. He's got no one to rely on. It's just him out there, facing this stuff all alone. He's not gonna give us something like the parchment easily. I think we all need to cut him some slack.
Maybe we should all adopt his attitude. We are all fighting the same battle. Our backs are against the same wall. Perhaps our civility is holding us back.
I wish I could be a genius like him.
If we have to be more like Blaze in order to win this war, then so be it.
Seeing Blaze in action really solidified some things for me, Hunter.
And what is that?
I'm so proud to be the spirit of vengeance, too.
Your car is definitely more impressive than Blaze's motorcycle.
I had to tune this baby up. She sure took a beating out in the desert. Later, Hunter.
We were so close to having the parchment of power.
I'm so happy Robbie got to work alongside one of his idols.
I am disappointed, child. We must talk. The fool Blaze risks us all with his reckless antics, blindly wielding the parchment of power like a child with their first wooden sword. Who knows what horrors he could have unleashed? We are fortunate he did not destroy us all.
Had you not forced his hand, perhaps he would not have used it, Mother.
Men like Blaze need little justification for their actions, don't they? Besides, it was not I who set the Soulless upon you. It's bad enough you and your misguided heroes are hell-bent on keeping the parchment from me. If someone, something else were to get their hands on that wretched thing.
Wretched? You would speak ill of your precious Darkhold?
The Darkhold is many things. Precious is not one of them. The book has a will of its own. It enslaves, then destroys any soul foolish enough to try and tame it. No matter how strong they may think they are. Better to help me contain the damage, lest it consume us all.
As long as any of us draw breath, we will stand against it. Against you.
And as I have tried so hard to explain to you, child, I am not your enemy.
Then prove it. Cast away that foul book and reclaim what remains of your soul.
If only it were that simple. The parchment of power will be found. The Darkhold will be made whole. He wills it so. Secret guardians, sorcerers, and tinkerers, your so-called family, will shatter before the coming storm. But you and I will stand tall, precious child. United before the eye of the midnight sun.
I would not count on that, Mother.
The Parchment of Power really put one heck of a Hellfire Works show. I mean, Johnny used the parchment and whooped all kinds of soulless, but that's a good thing, right?
I need some friendly advice, and you're pretty okay at both the friend and the advice part. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, I think that you think that I'm one of those good people, right? Not Marvel America levels, but not too far off. But where do you stand on the nature versus nurture question?
Our entire being is already set the moment we draw our first breath. There was not anything that Caretaker could have done to change my half-demon nature.
Oh, that's great. So what does it mean for me if both of my parents were evil? How can you be sure that I'm not, you know, evil?
I know well enough by now, Nico. You chart your own path. You are not your mother.
I bet parts of her probably rubbed off on me, or, you know, are literally running through my veins. I don't know, Hunter. I feel like I'm holding myself back, worrying about this stuff. You've been around me enough, and I kinda trust you. What do you think?
I think that if you want to reach your true potential, you need to come to terms with your past.
Okay. How?
Even if your mother is gone, you still have the power to forgive.
How does that work?
Accept her errors that brought you here, but let go of the resentment. Refuse to let it weigh you down. and take control over your story.
Oh, I like that taking control part. Okay, I think I might have a plan now.
Feel better?
Not yet, but I will.
Johnny read from the big bad book. That's a very Johnny Blaze thing to do.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
I didn't understand a word he said when he read those pages. Latin wasn't my best subject. Was it Latin? Didn't Cthon write it at the dawn of time, which, according to my knowledge, seems like it was before Latin was invented?
The Parchment of Power's ability to conjure walls of fire is, as Stark would say, a feature, not a bug. Strange also said don't read the Parchment of Power. A lot of time.
How's Ileana doing? She fitting in?
Why do you ask?
She had a hard time making friends at Xavier's school. Outside of class, she mostly stayed in her room. Doesn't seem that way here.
The Midnight Suns have been good for her. She has really come into her own.
Good. Thought as much. Always thought Xavier's wasn't the best place for her. Going from the Queen of Hell to the new kid in school wasn't easy.
Queen of Limbo.
Yeah, whatever. Smells like the devil's prostate. It's hell enough for me. We're doing this again, no question.
I heard the Darkhold pages were dangerous, but I did not expect gouts of fire belching into the sky. I was thinking more like...
Ah, Hunter. Just who I was hoping to see. I understand you've already been on the hunt with Blade, so you're aware of our unusual visitor on the grounds?
Yes, we encountered something Blade called the Barghest.
His instincts were correct. I believe it is indeed the Barghest, or someone's attempt at creating a facsimile of one.
Is the Abbey in danger?
Not unless we provoke it. However, it seems to harness a dark magic similar to what courses through the barrier. I need you to track this Barghest, capture it, and bring it to me here in the forge. But please, don't kill it. It's my hope that I can find a way to use its magics to break through the barrier to the lab.
After battling Hydra agents in Fallen, tracking a pup on the Abbey grounds sounds like a vacation.
Do not let your guard down, Hunter. As I said, it's no ordinary dog, but a demonic entity. I suggest you bring Blade and Wolverine with you. I believe the portal will soon be at its apex. I'll do my best to keep it stable until you can cross. I'll see you there, Hunter. Track the beast quickly. Time is of the essence.
No Darkhold page to be taken lightly, especially not the Parchment of Power.
No point in hiding it, Hunter. I already got a whiff of that demon dog you're after. Blade said it gave you two the slip the other night. I want in on the next run.
Perhaps that is what our hunt is missing. Your positive attitude.
Me? Positive? That's a new one. But I am curious about this mystery dog of yours.
This supernatural beast roaming the Abbey grounds has proven difficult to track. It only seems to appear at night. Still, Strange thinks it may be critical to breaking through the barrier.
Blade's no slouch, and I've seen you in action. This thing must be the real deal if it's giving you trouble.
It is a Barghest. It resembles a hound, but it is not. It is a spectral omen of death.
I thought I smelled a weird doggy odor out by your old crypt. I chalked it up to the side effects of your resurrection.
I do not smell like a dog, thank you very much.
I'm just busting your chops. You smell a lot worse than a dog.
This beast is vitally important. You say you picked up the scent near Hunter's Folly?
Yeah, that's right. If I went back there, I could probably pick it up. No sweat. So, I'll meet you there?
Did you just invite yourself along?
Bet your ass I did. I'll see you at the Folly tonight. See you at Hunter's Folly.
Is this visit business or pleasure?
I've always enjoyed hunting. It was part of my upbringing.
Yeah, nothing like that feeling of tracking your prey.
I spoke with Strange. He believes the Barghest is more important than we originally understood. I also talked with Wolverine. I know it was not easy for you to admit that we lost the creature.
I'll get over it once we capture that damn thing.
You will have your chance. The Doctor feels it is imperative that we capture the creature as soon as possible for his research.
When is it ever not imperative with these guys?
Wolverine has agreed to join us. I assume you have no issue there.
The more the merrier. We should start up at Hunter's Folly. That's the last place I saw this thing's tracks.
Wolverine also smelled something in that area, so it is agreed.
Then I'll see you tonight at the Folly. Stepped in some of Charlie's left.
Saw some weird scuff marks on the dirt near the tires. Something was sniffing around the helicopter.
Johnny Blaze put us all in danger. I don't trust soldiers who are that impulsive.
Wow, Blaze didn't hesitate to read. Mine's rusty. So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Hands off, Strange working on it. Johnny Blaze didn't get the don't read from the evil grimoire. Blaze's defense, Strange does send out a lot of memos.
Dark forces from 1,000 worlds just saw the parchment of power. There goes our element of surprise.
Somebody bought me an America's Dad coffee mug, and now I can't find it. We don't know the forces we're meddling with. We might as well have emailed our location directly to Hydra. The Parchment of Power is not to be trifled with. Am I the only one who listened to Caretaker and Strange?
Underneath my mask is a look of deep satisfaction.
I'm here if you need me.
Blaze really screwed us over on this one. He sent up a supernatural beacon saying, we have... Ready to work? Everybody sucks at following simple instructions.
There are always going to be consequences.
Do your thing.
I don't trust the olds when they are heads down like this. If anyone...
I don't want to waste your time, so I'll be direct. I overheard you, Nico, and Magic talking in the chapel last night. I hope you three are not planning another foolish excursion to rescue you-know-who.
Nico and Magic care for Wanda deeply. So deeply they are having a hard time letting her go.
Hunter, I need you to be straight with me. Are they planning another attempt to save her? Yes or no?
I'm hurt she would think I would keep such a thing from you. I cannot imagine how hurtful this has been to Nico and Magic.
I know it seems harsh. They have just done so much behind my back to break my trust.
So have you.
Yes, I suppose distrust breeds distrust. Perhaps it's time for the cycle to end.
You can end it right now by showing them your confidence.
You're right. I need to let go of the past and start being more transparent. So, in the spirit of transparency, is there anything you want to know?
Why did you keep the parchment's location a secret from us?
Are we on that again?
We are.
Remember the wall of fire spectacle Blaze caused?
You mean the wall of fire that engulfed the Solus?
That was the result of Blaze reading the parchment, which is why I kept it away from this abbey. I care too much about the sons to expose them to that kind of danger. So, I gave it to Blaze. It wasn't to deceive the team. It was to protect them.
So what you are telling me is that you did not feel the need to protect Blaze?
As I'm sure you've gathered, Blaze is someone who not only can take care of himself, but prefers to. My concern is for the Midnight Suns and their Blaze's well-being is not my responsibility. Now, is there anything else?
What if we remove the corruption somehow?
What a strange question. You already know the answer to that. It's impossible.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
We'll talk more later. Oh, Hunter. Thanks for your honesty today. What do you need, Hunter?
Now that we know where the page is, it will not be long until Lilith finds it.
No doubt.
Have you considered Lilith does not have a choice in the matter?
What do you mean?
She sold her soul to Chthon, right?
For unlimited power, yes.
But does that not mean she is compelled to serve him? Even if she does not want to?
What? Are you actually feeling sorry for her? Because she made her choices long ago.
No, I absolutely do not pity her. I was just curious.
Good, because you were scaring me there for a second. It was her decision to sell her soul to an evil elder god. She knew what she was doing.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
We'll talk more later. Oh, Hunter. Thanks for your honesty today.